All right, so people ask me, how do I know if my soil is moist or not, or how do I know it has enough water in it? Well, I'm going to show you. Go and get yourself one of these. It's a probe, sample probe. You stick this in the ground, and it's going to come up with the soil that's in there. Now, basically, you just want that part right there, that much, to see how much the thatch layer, where the grass and the thatch layer is, how much water is in there, and further down, right? Because obviously you have 6 inches of roots, so you want further down than that too. And I'll show you, I'll probe and I'll show you what I mean. But you stick this in the ground after you've watered. So say you just watered, it's now 6 in the morning, you woke up, to Saturday or whatever, you probe the ground, boop, you stick it in, you pull it out, and you want to see if there's a lot of water in the ground. Or say at the end of the day, you want to probe it down and see if there's still a lot of moisture in the ground. So you probe it, you pull it up, and you see that it's kind of moist. It's not fully moist, but it's kind of moist. In the morning, you realize that it's really really wet, which that's what you want. You want that first layer of the thatch and the grass layer to be kind of, really wet. Then you see further down that it's still moist further down into the roots. That's what you want too. Now, if you probe that down and you pull it out and it's not wet at all, or it's a little moist, then you know you have to water more, right? If it's really saturated, then you know, I got it. It's good. I'm going to be good for a while. But if you push this down and you pull it out and you realize that just the top layer is wet, but the bottom part isn't, then you're going to have to keep watering even more. That's how you could figure out and learn how long I need to water for. 20 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half. You'll learn by using one of these to stick in the ground and probe it down to figure out how much water you need. Because without that, you're just guessing in your head going, well, I think I got it. I think I did a half hour yesterday and today. Maybe it's good. It could be good. It must be good. But you don't know, because you got to stick this down in the ground, probe it, and then you physically can touch it with your hands and see if it's moist, if it's not moist, if it's wet, it's saturated, the water's coming right out of it. Then you'll know. If it's really wet, all right, then you put too much water down. So, all right, I could give it three days and let it just dry out, right? You probe it down, you pull it up, it's moist, it's right where you want. All right, so obviously the hour and a half worked out perfect. That's what I do. I usually do like an hour and a half, but that's because I have sandy loam. So it's going to just flow right through down. So I can do it that long. But I didn't know these things. I didn't know how much water I was putting down, and nobody really knows. But if you go out and get one of these sample probes, you can get them on Amazon. They're like 20 bucks. Probe your ground after every time you water. You will start to understand and realize how much water you're putting down. Because after a while, once you start watering, your water is going to have a runoff point where the water is running off, and that's what you don't want. So you can figure out how much water you're putting down in one of these. And I usually do this every time I water. I'll go out there, probe the ground, and I'll figure out, did I put enough? Should I go a little less? Should I go a little more? And also, I'll do it at the end of the day. Like today, right now, it's 91 degrees out. So I did it this morning, but at the end of the day, I could bet my life on it that the soil is going to be very moist. Not even really moist. It's going to be wet, but not a lot. And as long as I know that from this point, this point right here, like say that much is wet. But if I know all the way down 6 inches that all that whole point is wet and moist, then I know that if I just let it go on for 3-4 days, right, and the water's getting down into the roots, well, then the roots are going to keep looking for water. And if it's there, and it's going to keep thriving. But if you don't have the wetness at that far down, right, so say that first thatch layer is wet, but everything down is not wet, well, then now your roots are looking for water and there is no water. So that's where it starts to go, and the dormant starts to get brown. And when it gets brown, it's looking for the water, and it puts itself in a hibernation mode because it doesn't know where the water is. So the point is that you want to water more but less. More but less frequently. Because you want the water to get all the way down into the roots, a lot further down. If you're just doing, say, 15 minutes every day or every other day, it's not doing anything. You're basically just putting the water at the top and it's not getting to the roots. You have shallow roots. You don't have just very small roots. You want very, very thick 6 inches of roots so that the roots can go down into the ground, and when it needs the water, it's there. So say if you're on vacation and you watered, you have enough water in there so that the grass can keep thriving and keep going, because not everybody has an irrigation system. So if you know that you're good, you come back, you don't have to worry about the grass is going to be brown. Even if it was brown, you'd still be able to bring it back. But my point being is you need one of these. That's the only way you're going to figure out. Also, you'll be able to figure out if you have sandy loam, you have rail loam, if you have clay, if you have sand, whatever it is, you'll be able to figure it out with this too as well. You could probe it in. You're hitting a lot of rocks everywhere you go. It's very rocky. Then you got sandy loam, You probe in, it goes right down, comes right up. You look at the soil, you feel it. It's very loomy. You have good loam. So you'll be able to tell a lot with one of these. And I didn't know that until I got the guy to come to my house and he showed me this. And it's been a game changer ever since I had it, because now I can figure out, and the company that makes it, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the brand of the company that I got from Amazon. It was 20 bucks, and it's worth it because I use it every single day. And if I go on vacation, I come back, I'll try to figure out if the grass is dry. Then I know, I'll be like, all right, well, I'll put a little water down right now, But without this, you're just guessing. And then that's where you can kind of overwater, and that's where you can underwater. So without this probe, the probe kind of helps you to figure out where you want to go and how it could be. So I hope this kind of helps you guys to figure out what to do with the grass, because I feel like 99% of the people just kind of just wing it, right? They just set their irrigation system to whatever it is, right? Whoever set it up, or you set it up, whoever it is, they put it there and they just let it do its thing. I drive around a lot of people's houses and I see that it's raining out and it's watering at the same time. Well, why would you water your grass if it's raining out? That's free water right there that you don't need to water your grass for. So if you figure out these little things that it's going to rain, say it's going to rain tomorrow, well, I'm not going to water today then, because it's going to rain tomorrow. Or maybe it was 91 today, it's hot, I watered today, but I know by the end of the day, a lot of that water is going to be gone. Well, good, it's going to rain tomorrow, so I don't have to water tomorrow either. So once you just look at the weather, figure out these small, simple things. And also you can look at the humidity, how much, water's in the air. If it's humid day, then all right, I don't have to water that bad because it's humid out and there's water in the air. So if you could, small, simple things to figure out, you'll be good. You just got to research and look, and you'll be able to find a lot of things, and it's easy. Once you start getting these little tools and stuff like that, everything comes easy. So I just wanted to share a little love and a little knowledge about this, because it's a game changer for me. Hope you guys like it and appreciate it. Comment below if you like it. If not, so be it.